Welcome to the SVG-TV news for Monday, December 16th. I'm Khalil Kato with the details. The winners of this year's prison's public speaking competition have deemed SVG's sexual offences laws as weak and outdated. The prepared speech on the topic can more be done to combat the rampant increase in sexual offences in SVG? Inmates Junior Jarvis and Alana Hudson tied for the first place position.
The only time a convicted sex offender would see sentences in the double figure is when, because of social outcry, the powers that be decide to send a message. Outside of that, they are just going through the motions. Our sex crimes laws are weak and outdated and need to be strengthened and enforced to the fullest.
In most cases, sexual offences, the maximum penalties are rarely imposed. Instead, in many cases, lenient sentences are usually handed down. For example, a 40-year-old man was sentenced to 5.5 years for sexually assaulting a 6-year-old. And more alarmingly, another offender walked freely with a mere $15,000 bond after being found guilty of rape. Madam Chairperson, do these sentences really fit the crime? Imposing harsher penalties cannot compensate for the emotional turmoil that these victims of these heinous acts suffer.
Jarvis, who is a former journalist, also won the Best Impromptu Speech, speaking on the rehabilitation of prisoners.
About social engagement, etc. But I think it's not enough. I think more needs to be done. One of the things is that out of, let's say, about 250 inmates, you only see probably 25 around there taking part in rehabilitation projects. I think the rehabilitation program should be open to more inmates, and also on the side of the inmates, I think they should take it more seriously. There are some inmates who leave prison after doing rehabilitation work, and they go out there and they stay out there and they make a living out of what they learned in prison. I would like to see that happen for more of us, and I'd like to see the facilitators of the rehabilitation programs spend more time with the inmates so that they can take it seriously. Okay, any opportunity that an inmate has to do something different, do something better.
The world's largest floating book fair, Logos Hope, docked at Port Kingstown, is now open to the general public. The ship arrived here on Friday evening with a welcoming ceremony held on Saturday morning, after which the fair was opened up to the public. Larissa Pugsley-Kidd tells us more in this report.
Minister of National Mobilization Frederick Stevenson officially opened the book fair in SVG at a ribbon-cutting ceremony on board the ship currently docked at Port Kingstown in the area of the Geest Shed. Welcoming the captain and 400 crew members, Minister Stevenson noted the timeliness of the visit to SVG when Vincentians are in a festive mood.
And I said to them, and I said to Minister Mackey, the Logos Hope is going to be here and I want you to put them on show. So they're going to be a part of the 9 mornings activities here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you heard the captain said the 9 nights. I also mentioned 9 nights. So he when he said 9 nights.
Director of Logos Hope, Pilton Park, said they are grateful to the government and people of SVG as the call to this country was made at short notice.
An ongoing partnership in sharing knowledge, help and hope to the people over the world. So thank you so much for your ongoing support and help for this vision of Logos Hope. I mean, Captain mentioned that it's a short notice that we're coming. If I feel like we're coming home, uncle's house, hey, can I come? Well, of course you can come, and you just come by. It's family reunion.
Logos Hope was here in 2017, at which time an estimated 50,000 persons visited the fair. This year, they're hoping to increase that number. Captain of Logos Hope, Samuel Hills, said SVG is the last country he sailed to as captain, noting that there will be a new captain when Logos Hope departs SVG. Captain Samuel anticipates a great Christmas for his crew members.
Yeah, I just want to say your country, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, is very special to me. Actually, last night or yesterday, we actually had had the chance as well to see the beauty of the Grenadines. We were anchoring off Backway, and that was a nice experience for the whole crew as well. So we're really looking forward to this Christmas season in town. We heard you're having the 9 days, 9 nights before Christmas right outside the ship, and we were invited to take part.
There are more than 8,000 books on sale, and persons are being encouraged to purchase a book as a Christmas gift and also to take advantage of the entertainment on board. Logos Hope opens every day until the 28th of December from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, except on Mondays and on the Christmas holidays. For SVG-TV News, Larissa Pogsley-Kidd.
The new resident ambassador of Cuba to SVG, His Excellency Jose Manuel Ventura, last Thursday presented letters of credence to Governor General Her Excellency Susan Duggan. Ambassador Ventura also met with Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, Speaker of the House of Assembly Jomo Thomas, and Vice President of the opposition New Democratic Party, Sinclair Leacock. Ambassador Ventura was the first Secretary of the Embassy of Cuba and held the position of Counselor at the General Department of Latin America and the Caribbean of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Cuba. The Republic of Cuba and SVG established diplomatic relations on May 26, 1992. The traffic angels doused the firebusters with water to take the 2019 Police Christmas Caroling competition on Friday evening. The Traffic Angels walked away with 5 of the 7 prizes in the Senior Choirs category, including Best Traditional Carol, Best Original Song, Best Speech, and Best Dressed Choir. For placing first, the Traffic Angels received a cash prize of $500 EC from the Police Cooperative Credit Union. The Champion Trophy complements Standard Caribbean Shipping Incorporated, and 1 case of drinks complements Vitamalt. They also received 4 additional trophies for winning the other categories. In second place was the Central Police Carolers, and third place, Firebusters.
Repeat, repeat the sound angel. This is a special time of the year.
It's Christmas, honey, it's Christmas, all around town. It's Christmas time. We hungry, hungry. Nobody should be hungry for the Christmas. Sweetness in the sky, outside is sun, the lights up way up high.
Girl, you're not here.
Girl, hey, what?
Promotion come out.
Promotion again. Well, it's Christmas time and I need a sunset to ship on the river. Baby, ba-ra-ba-bum-bum. I am a poor boy to ba-ra-ba.
Beans Fair Department. And we are here to put you in the remembrance of Christmas, which comes once in every year.
To celebrate Christmas Day. Cha-la-la-la-la. Cha-la-la-la-la.
In the junior category, debutants, the Rose Hall Police Youth Club Carolers dethroned the 2018 champions Sandy Bay Police Youth Club Carolers with an electric performance of 1 traditional Christmas carol to take the title. They received a cash prize of $300 EC, a trophy, and a case of drinks. Chapman's Police Youth Club placed second, and Vermont Police Youth Club took the third position.
Each of us afar, fields and fountains, more and mountains following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, and heaven and nature sings,
and heaven and nature sing,
and heaven and nature sings.
16 choirs participated in this year's caroling contest. 8 in the seniors and 8 in the junior category. The major sponsors of the caroling contest were the Police Cooperative Credit Union, the PCCU, and the Standard Caribbean Shipping Incorporated. Telecommunications company Motorola, in partnership with the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police, ACCP, has awarded 3 scholarships to children of police officers here in SVG. The scholarship recipients are Jada Swift, Jodisha Ross, and Alia John. Each recipient was awarded the sum of $8,186.47. The announcement of the scholarships was made by current president of the ACCP, Commissioner of Police Colin John, during the hosting of the Police Caroling Contest 2019. Commissioner John disclosed that the scholarships are available to children of police officers and children of the members of the administrative staff who are assigned to the police department. He disclosed that for 2019, Motorola has distributed a total of 30 scholarships. He thanked Motorola for donating the scholarships to all the ACCP countries, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Motorola, they have sponsored a scholarship for children of police officers and persons who are working with police officers. This year, we have received 3 scholarships from Motorola, and I just want to say thank you to Motorola for giving their assistance to us and to the other countries. They have distributed 30 scholarships, 3 of which have come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
The scholarship fund is in its 11th year and has provided financial resources to over 100 young people in the 25-nation grouping to pursue or continue their college or university studies in targeted fields of study. 9 Nights of Lights at the Botanical Gardens is shaping up to be bigger and better this year. So says Minister of Tourism, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Cecil Mackey, at the launch of the event on Saturday night, which saw the gardens transformed into a sea of lights. Minister Mackey said the 9 Nights of Lights event is a beautiful addition to the 9 Mornings activities, one which continued to garner international praise.
Are just not morning persons, and therefore they much prefer going to programs in the evening. And since this program at the Botanic Gardens has begun, we have seen thousands more persons coming to this area and also moving around to the other communities throughout the country. And this is very important because we want, when Vincentians return home and when visitors come to the destination, that they have a wow moment from as many of the communities that light up as possible. And the Botanic Gardens has offered that variety to us here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. No wonder the rest of the world and the media houses throughout the international market, they have come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and they have voted that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has one of the best Christmas festivals anywhere in the world, and that our programs here for December allows us to be cited as one of the best places, countries to be anywhere on earth for December of any year.
Minister Mackey said the activity gives local, regional and international artists an opportunity to showcase their talent and believes that the number of visitors to the gardens will exceed last year's figures.
We have a lot to offer, and we have achieved a lot. And in this program here at nights, for the 9 nights, we have the opportunity for more of our local artists to come and perform on stage. Dancers, singers, instrumentals, musicians. But not only that. And this year, we have the opportunity to be hosting the Logos Boat here for 2 weeks. And they've already indicated that they want to be part of both the 9 nights and 9 mornings program. So we see that persons coming from overseas also come to perform at this activity and also the 9 mornings activity. I want to congratulate the organizers of this Light Up program. You've been at it for 3 years, and each year it has been growing bigger and bigger and bigger and attracting more and more persons. Last year they broke the record that they set the 2 previous years in terms of persons who paid to come into the venue. And this year I'm absolutely sure that they're going to break that record again, because there are more persons come.
Meanwhile, Director of the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority, Andrew Wilson, took the opportunity to thank those who played a role in ensuring a successful launching event.
Welcome all to the Botanical Gardens, and we hope that you will enjoy the splendor, the beauty, the majesty of the Botanical Gardens as it is lighted during this period of 9 nights. This year, we have sought to extend and increase the lighting of the gardens, both in terms of number of trees, areas, and the quantity of lights that are on display. And to do this, we had to reach out to persons individually in the private sector and the corporate sector. So collectively, I would like to, on behalf of the National Parks, Rivers and Beach Authority, thank the various persons who responded in kind, in monetary donation, and also in supplies that allowed us to fulfill our objective of increasing the lighting of the Botanical Gardens during 9 nights, and to put on this wonderful display and to light this wonderful area.
Defending national lighting champions Point Village turned on their lights on Saturday night in front of a large crowd. The small community in the North Windward area is hoping to take the title for the 7th consecutive year. Area Representative Montgomery Daniel congratulated the Point Massive Lighting Up Committee for its work over the years.
We can run lights, and how we can be impressive with lights. And these guys have not let us down. They have not let the community of Point down. And I want to congratulate Point Massive and all those who would have been taking part over the years. You have made Point indeed a place that is so impressive that in 2019 you have brought another crowd to Point.
Daniel said that he has no doubt that Point will again be out front this year.
Christmas 2019 promises to be a good one. You have been outstanding for several years, and there is no doubt in my mind that in 2019 Point Massive will be top on the list again. You are very impressive, and I'm going around to look to see whether or not how many of the communities can give you any competition.
Representative for the Point Lighting Up Group, Grenville Nero, said that hard work has placed them in the position to win the competition for 6 consecutive years, and they're hoping for a 7th title this year.
So we come a long, long, long way. I tell you what, we put up a lot of fight in this. We got some ups and downs. We got some hiccups, yes. But still we are here. We're still going. They call me the advisor. And all my advice to every one of us, hard work brings success.
The Point Lighting Up event was punctuated with a number of performances. Meanwhile, last year's winner of the Best Lit Private Home in the National Lighting Up competition, Olivia Da Silva, is encouraging more homeowners and communities to get involved in the competition. Our news team visited Mrs. Da Silva's home on Saturday evening when she turned on her lights for the first time this season.
Lights usually make a house and a community stand out during this festive season, and KNN resident Olivia Da Silva has been putting in the work to ensure that her house shines the most to get the judges' nod for yet another year for the best lit private house in the National Lighting Up competition. Da Silva, who has been taking part in the competition for the past 18 years, won the competition 4 years in a row and is hoping she can make it 5 in a row this year. She said her inspiration always comes from the Bible.
And this year's theme is taken from Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. It says, it's Christmas, sailing to be changed by Christ and not by the world. That's my theme for this year. And I can also add that I am normally guided by the Holy Spirit, because these biblical, sections from the from God's words would come to me, and I would work around it, and then I formulate a theme.
The Silver said she is saddened that more individuals and communities do not take part in the competition.
Definitely, it's a national competition. And in order to attract more people, to come to your area. I recall in the past, I used to be doing Canaan Government School, and that section, we had a group, ODEC, and we used to be lighting there. And that too used to enhance the village. But right about now, I believe I'm the only person doing lights in Canaan. So when you leave the valley and you come up, there is nothing until you come up to Canaan. Different countries. One night I had a sailor bus coming up here with tourists. And then, well, I don't know, but many visitors will come, right? I know they come from all parts of the country, even from Fancy on the leeward side as well. And, well, don't talk about the kids from Canaan School. They would be passing up and they would ask me, Miss D, when are you going to put on the lights? School closing Friday, you're putting them on before? And I would say, no, I have a special date when I'll put them on. But nonetheless, you're living nearby, so you can come.
The Silver said she enjoys having persons come to her home and view her lighting display.
Definitely. They always commend me, for doing a beautiful job and so on. And in keeping with the theme, and one of the things I will do, I would take a stroll around the house with them and explain everything, why this is placed there, or why that is placed there, and what does this represent, So I'm happy doing it. It's something I love to do. I started maybe like 2 lights previously, and you see what I have right now. But I enjoy doing it. It's a passion to do this. And because it is all about Christ, so when I drop the lights, I'm focused there on Jesus Christ still. Because after all, He is the reason for the season.
For SVG-TV's Evening News, I am Bavin Olver.
The National 9 Mornings Festival commenced this morning in several communities across SVG. The main event at Heritage Square in capital Kingstown got started at around 4 a.m. and drew a large crowd. There were performances in song, dance, poetry, and drama. A number of children woke up to perform at the annual Christmas event.
It is to ride on an open sleigh. Yes, I know. Lord, the Bible tell me so. That will be the shortest one. You'll be sure to know. All I want for Christmas is you. I want your troubles will be out of sight.
Just a mighty joyous time. So let we push with bad vibe.
There was an exercise session also for the audience, as well as several competitions central to the theme, celebrating a unique Vincentian tradition.
We wanna see Jesus lifted high.
I love you more than money. I love you more than jewelry. If you're not Boston, it's no Christmas for me.
Afraid that it's a year business, everybody, man, the better, so bring anything. I want you sing this here. When I pass by you this Christmas for ginger beer, something better.
A representative of the National 9 Mornings Festival Committee, Jonathan Nichols, says each morning persons will be given the opportunity to win prizes in the Digicel Come With a Song competition.
A snap competition where you come on stage and you sing a song. You can use any melody, but you bring in your own lyrics. We are looking for creativity. Whether you're young, old, it doesn't matter. There's no age limit. If you have a song that you composed, whether with your own melody or a different melody, you can come on stage. The lyrics must be yours, composed by you. So you come on stage, 2-3 persons per morning, and you bring your sound and come. We have judges, you do crowd too. They're going to determine who is the best 3. So between now and the 23rd, we'll be selecting 3 persons for the finals. Those 3 persons will perform on the final morning.
With a beautiful display of lights of different shapes and colors, the community of Stubbs launched its 2019 activities this morning. Persons came out in their numbers to support the activities. Here's a snippet from the launching event.
Living in Stubbs, be buried in Brighton. That makes sense to me.
Because she not come from Brighton, because you're not frightened.
So you're, oh.
In neighboring Calder, the Neighborhood Watch Association hosted the Christmas concert last evening. President of the Indian Heritage Association, Junior Bacchus, commended the association for its efforts, noting that such celebrations are what keeps the youth interested in the local culture.
We are very pleased that you, the people here in Calder, can gather at this very important time of the year to celebrate and bring the communities together. We know sometimes we play down these cultural and open concerts, but I know from my own involvement in my community over there in Daphne that it is things like these that keep our young people interested in the local culture. It is opportunities like these that bring people away from the crime that they sometimes would otherwise commit. So I want to commend the organizers. I want to say that we hope that you will continue these events in years to come.
Here's a snippet of some of the performances at the Calder Christmas concert.
Praises one day when sin was as black as could be, Jesus came forth to be born of a virgin.
Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music?
I really hate Christmas. By Celestine and R. Jackson. I really hate Christmas because it creates such a fuss. Them so keep telling me to come and spend up